Yamaha presents the Whitetail Diaries, chronicling hunting adventures of the most plentiful and intelligent big game animal in North America. Join top whitetail hunters nationwide. Embark on the amazing adventure that is hunting the whitetail deer. Now, when hunting, sometimes you can't always find a place to hang a stand, or it's not feasible to create a permanent box-style blind. In those cases, where you've got to be mobile and adapt to the current hunting situation, choosing one of the myriad of portable pop-up blinds will pay off. These fabric blinds come in all shapes and sizes and offer a plethora of features that allow hunters the ability to quickly set up in a variety of locations and be able to hunt a wide range of locations while being concealed. We'll share our feelings, experiences, and strategies, while we also showcase a few hunts from pop-up blinds in today's episode.
You know, pop-up blinds, as I like to call them, I mean, they're basically a portable blind that comes out of a box. You can set them up in a lot of different situations, a lot of different places, whether it's just for a one-day hunt or you're setting it up to last for the season. A few things that I always like to keep in mind is obviously the construction of the blind, if I plan on leaving it out for a long time, and making sure that I get it anchored down, you know, both tying it off and driving stakes in the ground if it's going to be there a while. But if it's just something that I'm going to go out and hunt for, you know, a day or two, you can just pretty much go pop them up and sit down, and you may get lucky right away.
You know, I love hunting in pop-ups, and the cool thing about pop-ups is you literally can put them anywhere. What I love is I love kind of scheming of where deer are going to come from. So if I think they're going to come from a certain area, and you know, deer are going to do different things every time, but you kind of have an idea of which way you think they're going to come from. Usually you're either setting up a pop-up on a trail, a place where deer are going to be traveling from a bedding area to a feeding area, or at a feeding area. And so one of the two is usually the best way to go. The feeding area can be a food plot, it can be an area that you're actually feeding deer at, it can be an area that there's green stuff, it can be a mott of acorns, it can be just about anything. Wherever you can find deer spending a lot of time, that's where you'd stick a pop-up. And so you got to think about your wind. When you're thinking about your wind, you know, a pop-up actually will hold a lot of your scent in there, but still there's going to be a little bit of it leak out. So you would prefer that your wind be blowing straight in your face.
I mean, I don't know how many deer hunts we've done out of pop-ups over the last, I don't know, 20 years, but it would be a lot. You know, pop-ups allow you that flexibility to set up on a deer real quick. It allows you great ability to hide cameramen as well. It allows you the ability to get drawn in position sometimes you may not be able to for a bow hunter. It will give you cover from inclement weather at times even out there. And finally, it allows you to set up in places where tree stands and tripods just simply will not work.
We'll start off this episode with Michael Wierzig, Clark's son-in-law, as we follow him on his first handgun hunt for a special buck.
My first hunt of the year, we're going after a velvet buck. It's going to be my first handgun ever. Went down to the range, practiced a lot. Feel like we're on pretty good. We're going to take the Viking 6 out there, and hopefully we can make it happen. So we had this one particular buck kind of on the edge of where these two draws come together. We set up a pop-up in the area, and I mean, they just kind of worked this area early in the morning. So we decided to go ahead and try for it. You know, I'm hunting with the Smith and Wesson Performance Center 460, and you know, I've never hunted with a handgun before. So that involved me going down to the range, and I mean, I spent a couple hours down there just shooting, just trying to get comfortable with what I was gonna hunt with. And I mean, what I had to do is, I mean, I really had to kind of go back to the roots of open sights hunting. I mean, nowadays you don't really think about it, but it takes practice. I mean, it's like shooting your bow. You gotta get everything lined up. You have to have kind of anchor points. And I mean, you just gotta do everything the same. And the only way to get good at anything is just practice. And that's just the only way to build confidence in any weapon you're gonna use. So we're hunting with HiViz fiber optic sights, and the cool thing about this sight is the front sight has tritium in it. And what that does is, I mean, in low light, it'll give you I mean, it almost looks like a glow stick whenever you're hunting. But then in the daytime, you can still see it. It's not too bright to blind you. I mean, it's the best of both worlds is really what it is. I mean, it's just pretty cool sitting in the stand. You know you can shoot early or you can shoot late and you're covered. So the first morning we get in there, and I mean, you know, it's early and we got deer covering us up. I mean, they are everywhere. And we did end up seeing the shooter the first morning, but he kind of stayed behind this thick little bunch of trees, and you know, camera guy couldn't see him, I couldn't get a shot. It just never really worked out. He was a little bit nervous, and you know, sometimes that's just the way it goes. I mean, from the beginning of the first morning to the end of it, I mean, we saw our deer. It was an exciting hunt. I mean, you got to get excited that you see your shooter. I mean, how can you not have fun with that? I mean, you get to come out the next day and try to get your shooter. So, I mean, overall, I just love sitting in the blind and watching deer.
When we return, Michael continues his hunt for his velvet buck. And later in the show, Wade hunts out of a pop-up, as well as with a 10 Point Nitro X crossbow. Stay tuned. The Yamaha Whitetail Diaries is brought to you by Yamaha's proven off-road ATVs and side-by-side vehicles. Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's. Your adventure starts here. Garmin Zero. Leave the guesswork behind.
The all-new Yamaha Wolverine X2. With a compact chassis perfect for exploring tight technical terrain. An ultra-quiet and smooth 850 class twin-cylinder engine. And next-level versatility with a 600-pound dumping cargo bed. No other side-by-side delivers this level of proven off-road performance. The all-new Wolverine X2 from Yamaha.
As people who love the outdoors, we know what we stand for. We stand for fish, wildlife, and conserving the places they call home. We stand for the traditions we inherited and that we must pass on. We stand for great gear, fair prices, expert service, and memorable experiences. At Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's, we stand together for you.
Welcome back to the Yamaha Whitetail Diaries with Wade Middleton. We saw Michael begin his first handgun hunt, but his deer never gave him a shot. And with this buck being active in the mornings, well, Michael sets out for another morning hunt.
We're going out this morning. It's an early season hunt. We've got a couple of deer still in velvet. We've got one particular deer we're going after. And to top it off, I'm hunting with a handgun. I've never done that before, and I am really excited to go out there. I mean, I've always wanted a velvet deer. Had one chance in the past, it didn't work out, so I got a second chance. We're going with the Performance Center 460. It's gonna be an awesome hunt. So the area that we were hunting in, it's this ridge between two draws. And I mean, it's just flat out pretty. I mean, you're there and there's a little road coming down the side of it and the sun comes right over it. And I mean, it's just gorgeous. I mean, you couldn't ask for a better place to hunt. We're hunting out of a Cabela's pop-up. And I mean, when you're open sights hunting with a handgun, I mean, you want those deer within 20, 25 yards. And a pop-up is almost always an easy way to set it up. So I see the deer cross the road. He's the shooter. I know he's the shooter we want. And he gets behind these trees and he just kind of camps out back there for a little bit. I guess he's just eating some of those acorns off those post oaks. And finally, he kind of works his way through this gap and he comes out and he's broadside. I've got my walkers on to protect my ears. I've got my Wally X's on for eye protection. And it takes a little bit of movement to get everything situated, you know, get your rest moved, throw the handgun up there and pull off a good shot. First pistol hunt ever. I mean, that deer comes in about, I don't know how many times. He comes in, he comes out, he comes in, he goes
business shot, and I mean, he freaking just got smoked. I mean, he's just dropped like nothing, like a sack of rocks. I mean, that is the coolest thing ever.
I mean, not only is he in velvet, it's my first handgun buck. I mean, the open sights, it took me a little while to get the feel of it. And God, I mean, that's cool. I love anything that's a challenge. And I mean, I'm pretty much addicted to that. I'm probably gonna have to do that again pretty soon.
Hey, congratulations, Michael, on your first velvet entry into the Yamaha Whitetail Diaries.
I'm so excited. I mean, this thing, it is awesome. That was an amazing hunt. Let's go get the Wolverine, get him packed up, and go show the guys.
Hey, if you want to learn more about the Performance Center 460 XVR, visit smith-wesson.com/PC. Well, coming up next, it's Wade's turn to hunt out of a pop-up. And don't go anywhere. The Yamaha Whitetail Diaries is brought to you by Thompson Center, America's master gunmaker. Conquest Scents, Hunt Scents, and Dog Training Scents. Sawyer, we keep you outdoors. 10 Point Crossbows, perfection lives here.
How do you aim a 36-yard shot with a 30-yard fixed pin at a 15-degree angle with a 7-inch holdover without moving a single pin? Easy. You get one of these. Zero, the auto-ranging digital bow sight from Garmin.
Welcome back to the Yamaha Whitetail Diaries with Wade Middleton. This show is highlighting hunting out of a pop-up blind. We join Wade as he heads out to one right now.
It's about 68 degrees or so this morning, a really, really heavy dew on the ground. Not a lot of wind. You know, what wind we've got is kind of coming out of the southeast, maybe 2 to 4 miles an hour. You know, it is definitely moving in closer to the pre-rut. We're going to be in some pop-ups, which is kind of the theme and focus of this show. I'm going to go hunt on this particular hunt with the 10 Point Nitro X crossbow. That crossbow is the smallest, most compact, fastest, energy-driven crossbow I've ever seen in my life, and I've had the opportunity to shoot a lot of crossbows over the years. I love the way that you cock this particular model that I have. It's very simple. It's very easy to use, whether you be in a tree stand or sitting in a ground blind. And when you pull the trigger, the accuracy and the energy that's coming out of this crossbow is basically at this point second to none. I mean, I've shot hogs with it, I've shot whitetail with it, and it just delivers an impact that, like I said, it's unparalleled. Hopefully what we'll see this morning, we've got 2 or 3 deer that we've been kind of trying to hunt on and off all year long at this particular spot. It's a small pop-up, it's gonna be pretty close together, but it's perfect for the situation because it just fits back in the brush nicely. So we got about 45 minutes till daylight. That'll give us plenty of time to get the Wolverine parked, be able to get down to the stand, let the sun come up, and regardless if we get a deer or not, we'll see what happens. It's your typical morning set that if you're in an area that has a lot of deer, you know, you start to see a few shapes coming through. These 2 bucks that were both, in my opinion, shooters, one had like these real sweeping up main beams, The other one was kind of a classical, more traditional rack, as I would call it. They were kind of milling around from the left and just kind of eased through and got out in front of us, and we're just feeding around. And you know what? It doesn't get any better to start the day. In this situation, I mean, I'm waiting to get, you know, good shooting light, you know, both for the scope with the camera, and the deer are moving around, and they're kind of coming from our left and right, and we've seen a couple of young bucks at the time, and I know this is going to be a freehand shot out the left window. It's in my lap. You know, as I'm moving to get into position, I mean, they just took off running. They got spooked. They're gone. Depending on where you hunt, sometimes deer don't even know why they ran. You know, did a bird spook them? Did they get a whiff of a crazy scent? Did a sound off in the distance? Did another deer just take off running? You know, if nobody blows and they're not really flagging, there's a good chance if they're on a food source, those deer are gonna come back. And it was about 35, 45 minutes later, coming from the right, kind of off a little rocky hill, the deer just started working through, and they came in from the right, and they're just walking the whole time. They're just kind of milling around, walking along, and they are kind of heading back down the same trail that we had seen them early that morning. And I'm already on point at this point. I like both of these deer. The 9 Point to me was a more mature deer, so I was kind of more gravitating towards him, but I was going to shoot either one of them. They're both great deer. And as they kind of got through that tall grass, you know, I'm already in my mind trying to position myself in the different holes in the windows to get a shot.
Man, that went down fast. We saw those two deer early this morning. They came in actually from the left. This time they came back in from the right, and they kind of got it the same together right there. Both of them are good shooters. Tough to get a shot. Took the little freehand shot on the 9 Point right there. You know, this thing is so absolutely fast. I mean, I know I hit him, you know, kind of quartered away, so I felt like the shot was good, but it's so fast that I really couldn't tell you much more than that. Whew. I mean, it is so cool when you can get in these pop-up blinds. You can put them in a lot of different situations. You know, this one's got a mix of, you know, ways that you can build your, put your windows up. We've got most of them closed, and the sun's coming up behind us, and, you know, we had really a perfect situation. I really thought I was going to get a shot this morning, and a little bitty buck came in on the side that I didn't know was there, picked me off raising my crossbow. This time later in the day, as they were coming back, you know, who knows what direction they were going and why, but they came back at a perfect angle and gave me a shot. I feel pretty good. I think we smoked that one.
When we return, Wade gathers the search party and start to track Wade's buck. The Yamaha Whitetail Diaries is brought to you by Smith and Wesson Performance Center. Performance when it matters most. HiViz Shooting Systems. See what you've been missing. Purina Quick Draw Mineral Blocks. A difference you can see.
We plan all year for this. We hone our skills. We have confidence in the gear we choose. We pour over thousands of images and videos. When the time comes, will you be ready? Introducing the all-new 4K camera by Stealth Cam. Proven.
When I was in Special Ops, every item had a purpose, or it got left behind. It's no different today. If it doesn't protect me, or help me perform at the highest level, I've got no use for it. Otherwise, I don't come back with whatever it is I set out to get. Wiley X, ballistic rated eyewear.
Welcome back to the Yamaha Whitetail Diaries with Wade Middleton. Wade is confident he made a good shot on a solid 9 Point, but as he says, you never know until you get your hands on him.
You know, just like we always do, because we got the benefit of a camera, we play the shot back. And exactly kind of what I thought happened. You know, I felt like I was back when I took that shot. The deer actually takes a step right when I pull the trigger, and I probably tugged it a little bit too, because he was easing out on me, and you know, you get excited, that happens. But he's quartering away when I take the shot and I go in back, but that was the angle I was shooting at. Obviously, I'm trying to be a lot more forward right there and go out, but I think it went through his whole body cavity at that speed and that much energy at about 30 yards right there. Watched him run off. He was hunched up good, but I'm gonna give him about an hour, hour and a half and slide on out of here. And you know, and that's just the best advice that I could give somebody in that situation. When in doubt, back out, give him a little time. Like I said, he took a step, and I think I pulled it a little bit, you know, up and down on his body. I hit right where I was aiming, but I'm back about 4 inches, maybe 5 from where I, you know, was trying to get that shot. And that's the difference in a step and a little bit of a tug by me when I pulled the trigger. But that goes to show you, when you're shooting anything, you know, ethically out there, you want to do the best thing you possibly can. If you think about that shot, guys that are trying to make these 80-yard shots with crossbows, I mean, you just shot him in the butt. You know, I'm only 30 yards right here. You know, that deer gets 2 steps versus that distance there. It's just, you know, your crossbow can do it, but let's just be smart when we take those shots. It's kind of tough on me right now, but we're gonna find that deer. So when we came back and got everybody, and we kind of did our little deal, we got all of our cameras rolling and everybody's milling around, nobody's finding any blood. Off goes Clark. You know, he just goes bebopping along down the hill, and all of a sudden he's walking around back. He's already found the deer.
Only 50 yards, maybe 80.
That wasn't even any challenge.
I see a big white belly. I think that might be a deer.
That's why you bring your helpers. We really needed them a lot this morning. I just wanted to go get a taco.
You know, the great thing is, Wade, is you hit that deer. It looked like, I mean, when we looked at the footage, it looked like it was back, but he was quartered so hard, it came out even forward of the front leg, more or less.
I mean, I was aiming at the, you know, at that opposite side shoulder. That's what I like to shoot if I'm gonna take that shot. I still feel like I pulled it a little bit from where I was aiming, but man, I mean, and he stepped on me when you slow motion it, and you can really see it. But I mean, that's where I was trying to go. I would never take that shot at a deer quartering the other direction towards you, but when they're quartering away, they open up a lot of stuff, and I mean, it went through everything.
Yeah, quartering away is always kind of what you if it's not perfectly broadside, at least a little away, and you know you're going to be good.
Yeah, you got a lot of places to put it in. Right. I mean, if it wouldn't have been for that bush, I'd have seen him rolling right there, because I was watching the whole time out the window. I'm like, go down, go down, go down.
No, that's a great deer.
No, it is. Well, he was pretty this morning when he came out there. He come in with another deer, but man, he was just such a bigger, more mature looking deer. Had a little bit of dew on his antlers shining out there. And beautiful. Came through early, we couldn't get a shot. We got busted, and then they circled back around later on and came right by. So, thanks for the tracking help, Clark.
I didn't do anything, but I'm glad I got to be in under a cover. That's pretty fun.
Look, there's a white belly. I think we got him.
I think we got him.
Congratulations, Wade, on another 10 Point Nitro X entry into the Yamaha Whitetail Diaries. To learn more about 10 Point's Nitro X or any of their crossbow models, head on over to 10pointcrossbows.com and be sure to check out your state's DNR on any crossbow regulations. Well, that'll do it for us here on the Yamaha Whitetail Diaries. We'll see you next time.
What does it take to make EverCalm deer scent? It takes a deer farmer who raises whitetails. It takes mixing the special blend of EverCalm, testing each batch.
Smells like deer.
And then pouring each container. Each container is cleaned, examined, and packaged for shipping. It takes the finest deer herd and a great team of people to make the best hunting scent available. EverCalm from Conquest Scents.
Introducing Lightwave H3 technology from HiViz Sights. The Lightwave H3 sight combines tritium with the light pipe technology HiViz is known for. to give you 24 hours of illumination. Now you can have the advantage of day and night performance all in one sight system. The new Lightwave H3 ensures fast sight acquisition and a bright sight picture day or night. Learn more at HiVizSights.com and see what you've been missing.
Introducing the Stealth NXT, the narrowest and most accurate 10-point crossbow ever. Measuring an ultra-narrow 6 inches wide, the Stealth NXT unleashes devastating speeds up to 410 feet per second, generating jaw-dropping kinetic energy and match-grade downrange accuracy, all on a whisper-quiet shot, 3 times quieter than the competition. The all-new Stealth NXT from 10 Point.
Many said that we were just obsessed when we started, that there had to be an easier way to smoke food. As time passed, the Bradley family created a lineup of Bradley electric smokers that has made it easier for the novice or even expert chef to get perfect results every time they use it. Grab yourself a Bradley smoker and take your cooking to an all-new level.
Engel's got the original high-performance cooler and a whole lot more. Engel coolers, go with the original.
Protect it or lose it.
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 Purina's Quick Draw is the perfect solution for attracting deer to your location and providing them with the essential nutrients that will encourage their growth.
Use these blocks where you can, and I promise you, not only are you going to see more game, but the game's going to benefit from you placing it out.